It's a race against time. Bristly Bill is out to play. Let's go. Come on. Why is it so few games have people going this fast? Zoom. I want to zip. I want to zoom. Go. Play your elf. We know it's the same move every time. Elf, Bristly Bill, suck my bill. And there we are. Bounce him. Bob's your uncle. Fine. See ya. Let's go. Play your land. Play your bill. Whatever the hell you want. Poo on a street. Shit on the floor. Get Swifty in here. I don't care. The plays are always the same. There's no excuse for going slow. I could have called that Salsa Chocobo. That rhymes. Yo. Okay, Consuming Tide. That's nice as well. Let's go for Terror. You're tearing me apart, Anakin. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Play your bill. Play your land. Put your 2 counters on here. Slap your hand. Shave your balls. Trim your toes. And there we go. We just won the game. I mean, it's not hard, is it? Hello, welcome to a Mimi deck. Today we're looking at Urza, but I really wanted to focus on one card of the entire deck, and that's Urza's Construction Drone. So the deck's called TRON because the Urza's Construction Drone gives you the 3 TRON lands. If you don't know what TRON lands are, or what TRON means, ages ago, years ago, there was an archetype called TRON. Don't get this mixed up with Voltron, even though they technically do come from the same cartoon, which is 5 robots combining to make one big robot, just like Power Rangers did, basically. So Voltron decks are any commander that you want to put loads of equipments, auras on, or counters to make it really big and swing. But TRON decks want to give you the Urza's Power Plant, Urza's Tower, and Urza's Mine. When you have all those out, they all tap for an absolute shed load of mana. So it's very difficult to get these out, especially with only one card in the whole deck that can actually get these lands into play. But it's a fun little challenge. I've just seen Tron, Ares, and it was pretty cool. So let's make a Tron themed deck. This was the only way I could really integrate those two together. There are a few ways to get out the Urza's Construction Drone. Whir of Invention, you can get it out. We also have... God, where is it? Where is it? There is something else, I swear. Repurposing Bay. There we go. This can also get it out as well. So let's see how well we do today. We've already done Urza once, but that last video, it didn't have any funny meme stuff. But this is quite a high-powered one. We've got a lot of counters and strategies to take down big decks. So let's see how we do. Can we even get one of the lands out? I know that if we flicker this, it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, the win today is if we get all 3 lands out and we win the game. So that's the main focus. Let's go. So we have ways to stop Ajani from transforming. Now this Ajani flips so fast. It's very difficult. Lo and behold, white-red seems to have a lot of ways to just sacrifice their own stuff, which is kind of ludicrous. But yes, we did just pull the Urza's Construction Drone, so that can survive. That's going to be good. Do they just give me the Ajani? Okay. There comes the cat, so we get to scry one as well. Because Fading Hope says so. And there's the land. Now, if Urza's Construction Drone dies, we will not be able to do the challenge. But let's see. They probably have something right, but this is the challenge. This is the meme. Can we get all 3 Tron lands into play? If he does die, we get to seek. Okay, so it instantly gets killed. But we do seek an Urza's land. So it's kind of a cool way to, not ramp, but make sure we get the mana we need. Let's go for Urza. And we do have an Essence Flux up. So if they do choose to kill the Urza, we can flicker him and save him or her, depending on. It's just so confusing having Terror on top of an Urza. I kind of wish I just had the original Urza art. Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, so we've got a good blocker here. 1/4 stops pretty much all their stuff. And they're not going to come in. Okay. What do we do? Crystal. Go for the wrist stick. Okay. I really do wish they did not have the Sword of Fire and Ice, but there. What are we going to do? Here's the thing. We can't block it very easily at all. And they're going to come in. Let's see what they do here. Let's flick at him. Okay, so we get around that. We get 2/2/2s. So now we can double block, actually, which I think is the correct move here. And that actually is pretty significant. Getting rid of the stupid Esper Sentinel equipped with that sword makes me happy. Though it does kill 2 of our things. Okay, so we've got one of the lands out. Let's go for Khan. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that.
Fight. I do not intend to lose.
I guess we'll pay 2. Oh, I've done it now. I didn't want to do that. Oh, well. War of Invention. Okay. Oh, they're going to give us a card. Holy crap. Training Ground is really nice with Urza. Okay, so they can just straight up kill the Khan, but if they kill the Khan, they don't get to trigger the sword. So... They've got another bloody sword. Jeez. Who's the artifact deck here? That's nuts. Are they going to go for us or Khan? They're going to go for... They're going to go for Khan, so Khan's dead. Fair enough. If they give it this sword as well... That's a very weird build. I don't think I've ever seen... a build with Ajani that cares about swords, because normally they want to sacrifice their creatures, right? 5, 6, 7, so this can give us 4. I think we're just going to pass the turn here and just use War of Invention on in their turn. But yeah, the bloody sword's coming in. They're going to not equip it. So we're going to take 6 here. Which is annoying. They're playing Ajani quite controlly. Which is bizarre. Very bizarre. 5, 6, 7. Oh. We need some removal, that's for sure. Well, we've got 2 of the lands out. We're 66% of the way there. Fable. Paying for Fable. So if we get River's Rebuke, we're going to be golden, and they're going to go to us. Or what can we get for 4 that's going to be good? I don't really know. I guess the synthesizer's pretty nuts. That is actually crazy. So if we get land on top. Brazen Burrower. I kind of want both. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if we get the 3rd land here, that's going to be pretty crazy. So an artifact gives us an artifact. And the good thing about artifacts is we can block anything because these have got protection from colours. Path to Exile on the Foundry Inspector. Okay, I mean, I think they're scared of us comboing off with this, which makes sense. It's pretty intense though, but we're still going to get a blocker, which is lovely. So if we go for the Water Crystal, that gives us another 3/3. Artifact with mana value. So then we can use Brazen Borrower in their turn to bounce one of the swords or whatever. They have got way too much long-range stuff here. I don't normally expect it. I mean, look at the stuff they're discarding. Ragavan, just aggro things. But enough aggro things surmounts to lots of stuff, right? So we have to be careful. Well, we don't really have an end game here apart from just making loads of artifacts with the Soul Simulacrum synthesizer. Which is weirdly named because Simulacrum means copy, but you're not actually copying anything. Underworld Breach, Jesus. Lots of removal. Okay. That's going to be pretty nuts. They've only got 4 mana up, but they can do so many things. They can kill 2 of our robots, which is pretty annoying. But if they do path, we get another land, I suppose. And then what do they get with the path exactly? They're going to swords on the robots. What do they give us? So that they really spent... They've spent 2 mana to just... Okay. So that's 1 down. I think the craziest part here is that they can just do it again because it doesn't actually exile the spell. Equip the sword onto there. Sure. 6/5. We could just block. Red, blue. Red, green. I'm just going to bounce the red-green sword, I think. Four, 3. So we can actually double block here. Oh, no, we can't because we've got protection. We can single block. That's actually pretty good. And then just do this. Yeah, the synthesizer plus Urza is nuts, actually. Okay, cool. And the Underworld Breach goes away. That seems like an awful waste to me. Let's use the ability here. Worn Power Stone for 0. That's pretty crazy as well. That's just given us so much more value. Oh my goodness, I'm just pretty much go off. And yeah, unfortunately, we only did that with 2 lands. 2 of the Tron lands out, which means we failed the sub-mission, but we won the primary mission. Let's see if we can keep going. Okay, so we're facing Xho Cai? How the hell do you say that? How many different ways are there to say this? Xho Cai? Xho Cai. I need someone who speaks Mandarin to help me with that. That is that's quite the tongue twister. I know that X becomes Sho, I think, sometimes. But the Kai, is that actually Kai, or is it Shy or Sai? My goodness, I have no idea. What does it actually do? It's got a lot of keywords. Flying Vigilance and Haste. That's ridiculous. When it enters, the next non-creature spell costs 1 less. Whenever you cast your second spell, exile 1 creature, then flicker it. Okay, bloody hell. That's a lot of words. Hope they don't have a Pyroblast. That'd be annoying. But yeah, we are going off to a pretty crazy start here. I'm kind of in disbelief at how much stuff we actually have out already. And that's largely due to the fact that we just have random shit that we can play out. You know. Oh my god, that's crazy. We didn't even do anything, and we still won. Oh my god, Attractor, let's go. Okay, so turn 2 Foundry Inspector's pretty decent. Okay, Attractor is annoying, but we will try our best here. Tomb's going to help a hell of a lot. Inspector as well. Damn. Let's just hope they don't have too much removal here. Lilius Skull. Okay, so it's an Infect build. Death Touch. Death Touch. Okay. Toxic. Infect. It's like soup top version of... Whew. The whole thing is scary. If we go for Panamonican first, and then Training Grounds, and then Terra next turn, What's this got? Flying Toxic 1. Actually, no, we don't need to. We don't even need this anymore. It's done its job now. There's no artifacts left in our hand. We kind of just want to. Can't spell the Traxer though. We'll see. Slow him down a bit. Boy, oh boy. Paradox Engine. God damn it. The one time. Okay. So go for Urza. Gets 2 robots and we keep up the counter spell. I think that's pretty nuts. Let's go. And then later Paradox Engine into other crap. That's pretty ridiculous as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lots of Infect coming in. My turn. We can actually... We can do this in their turn, but only play instants, right? That's nuts. What are the odds that we're going to get an instant? Probably very unlikely. River's Rebuke. Oh well. Paradox Engine. Okay, Paradox Engine is pretty crazy. If it can resolve. Is it going to resolve? Strict Serenade gives us a blocker. Okay, cool. So we can block the Pestilent Siphoner now. Nice. Thank you very much for that. That's quite funny, actually. They gave us a blocker. Oh, beautiful. I'm not worried about this now. Flying Toxic 1. Sure, why wouldn't we block with that? We'd have to be nuts. We'd have to be bloody nuts. What are you going to do? Give it Trample +10/+10. Deals damage. You know what? No. No, I'm not playing your silly games. Perish the Thought. Palantir. Okay. Oh, come on, little bitch. Stay a bit longer. Okay, we're facing Scarab God. Very strong commander. Especially when they start milling some powerful things. Okay, just unfortunate that our curve is really slow here. Starting to wonder if Displacer Kitten's any good in this meta. It's just such an aggressive meta. We've been the Damnation, that's interesting. This could be an interesting game. Will we ever get those lands out? Okay. We might even trick them. Letting them resolve the Scarab God and then just bounce it back to the hand. We'll see how we feel. 2 heavy control decks here. Dimir versus Blue. Who's got the edge? Personally, I think they have the edge because they have access to discard. Okay. We'll go back to our turn, I suppose. Mystic Forge. Well, we do not want to get that countered. So. And we're not discarding just yet. That's when the things get rough, right? When people have to start discarding. Creeping Tar Pit. Non-land. Damn it. We can't steal it with the Archmage's Charm, annoyingly. Let's try and bounce it. That's quite funny. Oh. We'll play it again. Or draw 2. We're going to counter it. No. Okay. Magic Damper. Sweet. Khan. Let's see if we can resolve this. Okay. An Ancient Tomb, that's a good one. We want to get some mana on top. Yeah, having Mystic Forge is very lovely here. It's going to help us a hell of a lot. Creeping Tar Pit again. Jesus. You're going to kill us with this. Mana Drain on top. Do we use this and then 0? Look at that many. One of those into your hand. We're taking quite a chunk here. Pay any amount of mana. Look at that many cards off the top. Pay 1. We get the mana drain, which is exactly what we want. And Oculus on top. Okay. So Khan fits in quite well here because the Creeping Tar Pit only has 3 power. So they choose to attack him with that. He still lives on a little bit. And he can make us a Power Stone as well. So we'll see. Seymour. Seymour. Let's use the 3 mana counter spell here. Steamed Hams. Steamed Hams. Seymour. So Seymour was a sacrifice spell. Force Spike. Maybe upkeep. Pay a life. Draw a card. Bloody blah. Are we going to get any artifacts on the top here? Apparently not. Right. Okay. Oh, mana open for some really sus things. We do have the mana drain in case they do choose to counter. Okay. Okay, okay. So we've got some mana open to do some things. Counter. If we do this, we can still keep the mana open. But I'd rather keep open 3 mana for everything. I don't really care if we lose the Khan too much. Let's see. It's going to be one of those games. Very grindy. Scarab God, when they get to 9 mana, is scary because they can start reviving stuff. But there's nothing to revive, so I'm not too worried. I'm kind of annoyed that Mystic Forge hasn't given us a single artifact yet. Bloody hell, that's a 6/6 now. Okay. X-proof on tap. The drain. Okay. Chupacabra. When it enters, destroy target creature and opponent controls. So they're going to target one of these and we're going to give it magic dumper. So actually, yeah, we don't want to counter that, do we? We just want to save it instead. And then when they use a counter here, then we use the mana drain. Perhaps. Or maybe I should have used the mana drain. I'm kind of regretting that now. Oh well, we're going to get a block. Okay. Top card is Sapphire Medallion. Okay. That's actually pretty awesome. Makes our stuff cheaper. Nice. Getting to his ultimate next turn is kind of epic, right?
Geometric perfection.
Displace a Kitten is very good as well. Just realised that Urza makes Power Stones just tap for anything. Which is crazy. That is actually nuts. That is actually nuts. We can get another construct here. Secretly choose and seek something. Why do they do that there? What was the reason of that? I really don't understand. purpose of that was, but guess we keep up mana drain. We can even just use this to get a 5, use this to get a 3. Keep up the mana drain. One, 2. We'll eat the Sapphire Medallion, work our way up. I could have gone for the Mystic Forge, but I feel like that's just too good to not have. And yeah, the Palantir is kind of nice. We can use the mana drain still if we go for this. Hold still up the top. Flicker him again. This is nuts now. I mean, the only way they can really get out of this is if they have board wipe. Okay. Nice. We've got lots of stuff. And then we've also got the Palantir, which can also get rid of these lands that we don't really want. Foundry Inspector on top. They give us the Foundry Inspector. Okay. So Teferi's Time Twist on top again. That's very odd. Control magic. Gain control target creature. So we're going to pay. Tapping this. And I think we're going to... Yeah, I was going to protect the Displacer Kitten by flickering itself there, but oh my goodness, we're in a crazy position there. I'm so glad we managed to stop that, because if we didn't, we'd be in some deep shit, because then they could start flickering the Chupacabra and kill our entire team. So that was a monumental turn, just saving our kitten there. But yeah, my god, why does it feel like every game is such a slog? I just want to get the Urza lands out. Alright, we have the mana drain, so let's just hope that goes well. If we can counter something big, that would just be delightful, wouldn't it? Probably wait a turn just to get something even bigger. I mean, ultimately, countering the Elspeth would be the biggest joy there. Regal Bunnycorn, not too bothered about that. Okay, I think we want to counter something in our next turn, really, because we want to turn on this Mox Amber as well, getting the Terror out. The Urza out. Blind Mice. Okay. Get rid of that as well. Just so mean, but... Oh, see, this is the thing. You either win really quick, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So it's just one of these odd decks, right? And the Hal Q is just very much like this, so... This is pretty much the state of the game at the minute. VV, let's freaking go. I just don't think I'm ever going to get the Urza lands, guys. I've played for like 2 hours, and I think I've drawn it. I've drawn Urza's Construction Worker, the Hard Hat, and the High Vis. I've drawn him like one time. So sometimes I have a concept, and it just doesn't pan out because the game's a son of a bitch piece of shit, and you're not allowed to have fun in the arena anymore. That be the truth of it all, y'all. That is the truth. Nothing but. Just saying. Yo. So I would play that out, but I'd rather wait for a turn that lets me go for like Palantir and have a negate up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the following turn. I don't know. They're being a bit sus here. Let's go for the Foundry Inspector. 2 toughness, probably dies to a shock, dies to a bolt, dies to a lightning shock, bolt, shock, bolt, lightning, shock, bolt. Zip, zap, zoop. Look at that stupid ladybird in that art. I just never realised that is literally a skull. Reject imperfection, that's a bit rude. Okay. Sure. And we've still got Into the Floodmoor open to try and bounce the Vivi. Yeah, that artwork is silly. It's a little B-boy. Once each turn. Okay. Go on, play your stupid spell. Go on. Come on, I can see you freaking twitching. Fine. Let me do it for you. Some bitch. Keep your blue mana up to counter my terror. It's fine. Pat you on the head. Oh, look at the back of the art. There's like Shadow the Hedgehog's there. How many Easter eggs is in this art? It's pretty crazy. It's kind of cool. Don't know about the bee. Stubborn denial. Sure. Sure. Why not? Mystic Forge. Who gives a funk? Right. Terror. And if we do this, do we still have 2 mana up? What negate? We do. Oh, no, we don't. Yes, we do. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, no, we don't. We don't, do we, lads? Oh, yeah, because it tapped that for the extra mana. Okay, fine. So basically, this turn, they're going to win. They're going to win. They're going to do what the hell they want. They're going to flip me off. They're going to drive over me with a I don't know, forklift truck. They're going to slap me with a paddle and then just push me into the ocean. Niv Mizzet. Oh, Jesus. Well, that ain't good. Let's see what's on top. Because that ain't going to cut it. Neither is that, to be fair. A bloody 5-5 and a 5-5. Ooh-wee. That's crazy. I've just lost all hope. Some games, some battles, you know, VV, you're probably not going to win. You're just not going to beat some decks. You've got 2 mana up to do all sorts of bollocks. Mana drain. Not going to lie, guys. I'm demoralized. I am officially demoralized. Right, pass to them. But, you know, they've got bloody Niv Mizzet. What the hell? Mana drain. Even if we get that, that's not really going to help because Niv Mizzet does 1 for every spell cast. Okay. So, do you know what? In another reality in which they didn't just cheat out of Niv Mizzet because they only have 4 lands, I think we would have done fine. But yeah, we are legit just going to die here, I believe. And you know what? It's fine. I'm showing you guys the reality. This is the reality of playing Arena in 2025. The month is October, middle of October, and the reality is everything sucks. And sometimes you wonder, why am I playing this format? It's actually shit. This is a shit format. Let's just QQ everything and die from everything else and get our spells counted. Because why the hell not? Let's just take power back. We're going to take our power back. I'm going to kill myself. 8 mana. You know what? Normally, that's kind of cool. Against this particular scenario, we are so dead. Just finish the job. No one gives a shit that you're playing at instant speed. Just get it over with. I could just quit right now. I could quit right now. Just show me what you're going to just kill me. Every second you take longer makes me lose a bit more respect for your shitty deck. Oh my god. People certainly have like this kind of power. I think there's like a weird power trip going on. When you use the commander, that's like what? What's like the majority share of this commander? It's huge in the meta at the minute. Absolutely huge. Just counter your spell and kill me. You literally have 2 things that say play something and you win the game. It's that easy. Let's see what it is, and let's see your utter genius brilliance. Let's see your incredible protege sent from God, Chad Alpha Mega Supreme. Oh, look at that. They played a spell, guys. I cannot believe how powerful they are. It is actually blowing me away. Jesus Christ. They had the kill. They had the kill there. Why troll? Just do it. Little outro message for those of you who decided to watch the whole game. And the irony is, the people who will moan about this video aren't the people that will be watching this. But if you have asked yourself why I called the deck Tron and didn't manage to get it out, it was just a challenge, essentially. But little did I know that it would be nearly impossible to do it. But you know what? I tried, and I've learned to probably never do gimmick decks like this again, just because it's pointless when you're trying to do something fun in a format that's just impossibly hard. I'm not saying I didn't have fun. I did actually have a lot of fun playing the deck. And I think it's a strong deck, but probably take this out because it's so difficult to pull off. And this is just another nail in the coffin for Conjure, isn't it? Conjuring cards in that get shuffled into your deck. It's just a shit mechanic. You know, ever since I started playing Magic, people said keep your deck as small as possible. Every additional card you put in your deck is decreasing the chances of you getting the cards you want. So putting 3 cards into your deck is actually bad. And this is why I don't get why people like Oracle the Alpha. It's a shit card. It's just Arena makes you think it's good because it's very heavily weighted in giving you those cards, like the extra turns and the ancestral recalls. Feels good, but it's just all a bunch of positive reinforcement bias, right? You're not going to get this off. It's not impossible. But I wanted to make the video to see if I could do it as a challenge, and hopefully people understand that. And I've always done challenges over like 3 or 4 years. I don't even know how long I've done this channel, 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. I still tried to give you some fun, good games. This was just a cherry on top. This is the second time I've done Urza, because I really like Urza. It's a really cool commander. Shame they don't have the original artwork. But yeah, it's the other shame is the first time I did the Urza video, I didn't get many views. So let's see it again and see how popular this gets. Because I feel as though YouTube only giving me 600 views for the first one is kind of nuts, considering the power level and mythos Urza has as a character. Just really weird. And honestly, I don't really know what is happening with YouTube. Views all over the place, algorithm all over the place. I change how I make videos, and then YouTube changes how videos are judged. So it's constantly going around in a circle chasing the views. But here we are. Urza, I'm glad you watched this. I don't normally do outro things. It's just I don't anymore because no one watches. But if you are, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.